Alright, here we have it. We've got a Cruise Craft 720. It's getting ready for its handover tomorrow, and we are doing our final water test. We've got the stress-free anchor winch at the front there. We're sitting on an Easytow aluminium trailer. It's actually a 3.7 ton trailer, which means it's running the 70mm tow ball and slightly different chains. It's because this boat's a twin rig, it's a little bit heavier, and we're just over the 3.5 ton potentially when it's fully loaded. Got the stainless steel stone guards on there, which we're quite well known for these days. The Nava light bars at the top. It's got the black windscreen frame, which ties in really nice with the charcoal hull colour. We've gone with the side clears as well. Charcoal 100mm planking sea deck. The stainless steel snapper racks that we do down here in Victoria. The premium bait board with the 2 tubs under it. And there we have it. We've got the 2 traditional Yamaha grey 150 horsepower 4-stroke Yamahas, which look fantastic. So we'll jump in and have a look. We have the side door, which is just here. The freshwater and saltwater tap in the corner there. The folding rear lounge, which they do such a good job with. It sits dead flush, so it's not exposed out. Which we've got the twin 110 litres. One's an esky and the other one's a fridge freezer. Simrad Dash, so it's the large dash. It's got the Simrad 16-inch screen. We've got the Simrad autopilot, the Yamaha CL5 gauge, our anchor winch, trim tabs, windscreen wiper, twin binnacle controls, and up on the top there we've got our Fusion stereo and VHF radio. So we'll get her all ready and give you an extensive walkthrough once the boat's running. Alright, so we're heading out of where we, if you watch our videos, you're not from Victoria, this is Patterson River, where it's our local place, and it's where we like to do our testing from. So we can see our 16-inch Simrad there, that's working side scan, and our fish finder. We will flick over to Soul Fish Finder. It's got 2 transducers connected in this boat. We've got our through hull 1 kilowatt, which in our source is the SS175 high wide. And we've also got our active imaging 3-in-1 transducer. So that's where we can select between 2 of those. We've got Cmap Reveal, which is the high definition Cmap mapping. Right now we're still running north up, which means that we're running west at the moment by the look of things. We can change that by pushing the pages here. More options. It's in a north up. Most customers like to have heading up, which means whatever we're looking at the window is facing in the same direction out of the mapping there. The 16s fill the large Cruise Craft Dash really nicely. We can split some screens, so we can add chart, side scan, echo, and we'll go navigation. Save that. And we can have a solid 4-screen unit here, or 3 if we wish, or split, whatever we want to do. With our CL5 gauge, we use these on a lot of our boats now. This is the twin rig conversion. So if we walk down the back here, there's those side clears. Beautiful. We've got twin 150s just purring along there. They're hydraulic steering 150s. We're not running the electric on this one. It's a full hydraulic package. And with that, we have the hydraulic Simrad. As we work our way into here, we've got the full center bunk infill to make it all into one big bed. We've got the pile warmer just there, made with its own custom shelf. Beautiful. So we'll get her up on the plane, get her going. A little bit of throttle, steering's nice and straight. Once we're up and going, just feed a little bit of trim into it. So these bars here are our trim. With the twin rig control box, the 1 trim button controls both the motors, the 3,500 RPM, around that 3 bars of trim. We're doing 42 kilometers an hour, which is fantastic. I wonder if we can get, here we go. We're getting brand new motors. We're getting 1.2, 1.3 kilometers per litre, which is going to be great. And they'll loosen up a little bit. We'll sneak some throttle on now, 4,000. The one thing you do feel in the twin rigs is that push from behind. It's got a lot more torque. So you find that once you're up and going, that next little incline of power is like a real torquey sort of feel. Turn her in. Nice little rolling chop today. 4.5. Oh, closer to 5 with a bit of trim into them. 68, 70 kilometers an hour at 5,000 RPM. 0.8 for economy. While we're here, we might as well drop the hammer. Oh, see, that power is just instant. It just pulls. The second you ask it, it's just got more power all the time. We're 5,700 RPM, 78 kilometers an hour at 0.7. 80 kilometers an hour, sitting beautiful. We'll bring it back down to 4. Feels like we're crawling, but we're actually doing 60 kilometers an hour. 4,000, drop the trim down a little bit. 52 kilometers an hour at 1.1. We'll have a little look around. One nice thing we have in these cruise crafts is there's always somewhere to hang on to. They sort of think about that. There's big solid rails, so if you're the passenger standing up behind the driver and observer, we can have our shade extension out to keep us dry if we wish. We're in a comfortable position. Everywhere you look inside the boat, there's just fantastic visibility. The panoramic view from these windows is unreal, and you've got a great sliding window on the side here that actually works. So we're going to slow it back down now. One thing that you do find with that extra weight on the twin rig sometimes is they don't love coming back down. So what we're going to do actually while we're doing this is we're going to see where we can comfortably still plane. We might just dab a little bit of trim tab down now to help us with this. We'll put 2 or 3 bars of the trim tabs down. If you're not familiar with trim tabs, what's that doing is it's pitching the bow of the boat down to keep it flat. So we're just going to be sitting, here we go. This is about it for us. We're about 2,700 RPM at 27 kilometers an hour. The boat's sitting flat. So if it was really rough and we're coming home and the windscreen wiper's going, we could sit on that 27, 28 kilometers an hour and have the boat sitting dead flat. So we can be comfortable, we don't have to go too fast. And being a twin rig, sitting this level, that's pretty cool. We're not really burying our bum in the water, the boat's just sitting quite flat. So that's actually quite impressive. So you don't have to go fast for the boat to be in a comfortable position. Bring it back down now. Into neutral. Motors are just dead quiet. You know, there's no smoke, no fumes, no emissions, no nothing. You can be sitting in that rear lounge there and you're in a really safe, comfortable spot and you're not getting that noise and that pollution from the back there. That's, you know, that's the beauty about Yamaha. But it is such a beautiful boat, you know, the padded side combings, the way the eskies slide under there, everything's just been put in a place for the right reason, and there's no afterthoughts in this boat. It's been done with a purpose in mind. It's really been thought out really well before the boat's been initially moulded. It's they've really spent some time, thought about, you know, a flush bait board to their padded side comb in here, so it's not digging into your back while you're sitting there. Separate plumbing for the live bait tanks and deck washers. Really nice head height. You could be 6'2", 6'3" inside this boat and be able to walk under the shade extension. So if you have any more questions, you'd like some more information, please feel free to contact us here at Streaker Marine. We'd love to help you with your cruise craft inquiries.